Would you believe it? It's day 23. Hello, my name is Gretchen, founder of Balance to the Core, and we are working a 30-day progression of core strength together. So if you haven't done the previous exercises, hit that I up there to get all the previous exercises. And also, if you want to be a little bit more accountable for these workouts, I have a link below where if you sign up, you can get an email every day from me with the link to that day's workout. So if that sounds like something you want to do, just head down below to the description and you can sign up for that. Today we're going to work on our side. Our side is an important position to be able to kind of keep in alignment because we're going to work into the side stability muscles. Mostly it's the oblique muscles, but you'll feel those hips working, you'll feel shoulder stability, you're going to work all the abs. So really you're going to work the whole body because that's what Pilates is about. Even though I'm like tuning into certain areas, we still work the whole body all at once. So you can think of these as 30 full body 10-minute workouts. All right, so ready to get started? Let's do this. I want to warm up your spine before we get on our side. So let's just take a nice deep inhale and sort of just bring our energy inward, get ourselves centered, and exhale. Place your hands on your heart and just give a nice deep inhale again. And exhale. You can even make noise as you just let that air out. Take your hands on your shins, take a nice deep inhale, get as tall as you can. And then on your exhale, just kind of scoop and hollow out the front of your body as you just stretch through the spine and the neck and the back, all of that. We're going to come on top of the sitting bones and we're just going to open it up forward. Good. And I do that again. Just exhale on the way back, flex it out. And then come on up and open the chest as you inhale. And come to center. We'll go into some side series. Just reach over on an inhale. Keep the sitting bones where they are. And then we'll come up and over the other way. We want to stretch the spine, not the arms. So really reach out of the crown of your head as your tailbone pulls in opposition. Inhale over. Make sure you're stretching the underside as well and not collapsing. And one more time. Up and over. Shoulder down. And then come to center into a little twist. Just inhale as you look over your shoulder. Stay tall. And come to center. Don't overdo it. We're just warming up, so you don't want to push into your leg too hard, but enough where you feel a little strength. And stretch. One more each side. And inhale. Inhale. Good. And then come to center. All right, let's go down to our side. So you want to line yourself up with the back of your mat. You can either rest on your arm, cradle it, or you can come up onto your hand if that's not too much on your shoulder or wrist. All right, so get yourself lined up into a nice long line. I want you to draw your belly in, reach out of the crown of your head, reach out of your tailbone as well as your feet. Feel your body stretch in opposition. Can you feel the work being done in your abdominals as you pull them in? Get that two-way stretch and you never want to get rid of it. All right, so squeeze your thighs together, lift them up and take them to the front corner of your mat. Notice, did your top leg pull in so that it's shorter than the bottom? You want to really line them up, so push that foot so they're equal. Take that top leg hip height, and let's just sort of flex and point and circle that ankle, and then just let the foot release, okay? And we're just going to kick this leg forward and back. And I want you to try to kick back and forth without really thinking about it too much. Try to get freedom in that leg. Now, little hint. Freedom comes by stability in the core. So you want to draw the belly in, reach out of the crown of the head. And the more stable you can keep your upper body, the more freedom your legs have. Good rule for life. When you're walking and standing or whatever, the more that you can engage the core and stabilize the torso, the more freedom your legs have. Okay, so now we're going to take the leg on top of the others, turn it out, really try to reach it so it's not shorter. And then we're going to kick it up twice. We're going to go pulse, pulse, and then reach through the heel as you lower it down. So as I kick my leg up, I'm trying to kick it as close to my nose as possible. And at the same time, my torso is getting longer. Reach through that heel and pulse, pulse and reach. Torso longer. Stretch it. 2 more. Inhale, exhale. Bottom leg's reaching long too. And then we're going to do little circles here at the bottom. Little circle. Again, keep that leg reaching long. 3, 2, circle the other way. So it's really not about the movement. It's more about the torso. Get that two-way stretch out of the tailbone, out of the head. Abs in, shoulders down. Good, and then release it. Now, nice big circles. Reach it up and back. We'll do 3 in each direction. Forward, up, and back. How's that torso doing? Is it shifting? Circle the other way. Notice the work is really when it's behind your body. Behind and up. 1 more. Breathe. Good, and then settle down. We're going to come up onto our elbow. Elbow's going to go under your shoulder. Now, you're going to pull that shoulder down. You're going to pull your ribs up. Notice how strong you are. You should be able to hang out here for a long period of time because you're not in your shoulder joint. You're in your back muscles, your belly muscles. You're really stabilizing and holding. We're going to stretch our legs up and find our plank. And if you want to drop your bottom knee, you can. You can also take your top leg and cross it over and hold there so you have a little bit more of a balance and more help, okay? Or stay here. Reach your top arm up. Keep lifting the hips, the ribs, the waist. Nice long deep breaths. Ribs in, neck long. Two more breaths. Keep lifting up off that floor. Try not to sink in your shoulder. Really lift and lower it down. Good. So from here, we're going to come up onto our hand now. So now we're getting a little bit higher with each position. So we want to pull our shoulders down, cross your ankles here. Take your top hand and rest it on your knee. All right, so now it's important, this shoulder, we're pulling it into place. It's staying there. We're going to lift the ribs. We're going to lift the waist. And as we do that, we bring our body up and over and really reach it over. Bring the arm up, and then I want you to lift the hips up and try to cross through. And then we're going to come back up, reach it over. We come up, thread it through as you lift the hips. Bring it center, take it over. Drop your head, lift the waist. One more time. Lift it up, thread it through, and over. Good. And then drop down with control. Good. All right, other side. So feel free to let go of anything that doesn't feel right and just hold plank if you want, okay? Up to you. So get yourself lined up. Remember, you can rest on this hand, on the arm down here, or you can come up as long as you're not hanging out in the shoulder. We want alignment here. Get that two-way stretch. Draw the ribs in. Reach out of the crown of your head. Reach out of the tailbone and feet. Squeeze your thighs together and bring them to the front corner of your mat. Your top hand here also helps to stabilize. Pull that shoulder down. Lift up. Okay, now really just try to let go of the foot. So we'll turn it, flex and point, whatever you want to do here. And then soften the foot, and we're just going to take it forward and back. So notice how your sort of abs have to brace. Not with tension, but like engage to help support this leg going back and forth. Your bottom leg is long. Top shoulder stabilize down. Notice and just sort of scan your body and see, where do I have to engage in order to have this leg really be free? No tension. 2 more. Good. Now take the leg to meet the other leg. Make sure it's not shorter. Push it so it's almost longer than your bottom leg. You'll create a little mouse hole under here. We're going to turn this leg out. We're going to lift it up to bring it as close to our nose as possible. It's turned out here. And go 1, 2. Now we flex that foot. Really reach through the heel. Get longer. Get your torso longer. Up, up, and pull. So what you don't want to happen is as you kick it here, like here, right? You want to reach out of the head. Reach out of the spine. Kick, kick. Are your shoulders tensing up? Soften them. Breathe. 2 more. Get it longer than that bottom leg. Reach. 1 more. And then we're going to do forward, or no, little circles here, sorry. Ahead of myself. So, can you have freedom in that leg? Try not to move the torso all around. Little turn out of that leg too. Circle the other way. And I'm almost brushing my heels. Good. And then we've got big ones. We go forward, we go up, we go around. So make it as big as you can stay stable. Breathe. And one more time, make sure you're looking forward and not your leg, because if we look at our leg, we crank our neck. 2 more, stay long. Good, come up on the elbow. Stabilize. All right, we have our plank. So remember, you can keep your bottom knee down if you want. So you want to really be in the back muscles, right underneath those armpits. The waistline, the hips are up. You're so supported. And you're pushing yourself away from that mat. You can take the top arm up or rest it on your hip, whatever's comfy. Stretch long, try not to drop your head. So many cues, right? Now notice, are you starting to sink in your shoulder? Try to lift up out of it. And that's by just lifting your ribs away from the floor. Squeeze your inner thighs and seat. They support you too. 2 more breaths. Get that 2-way stretch. Good, and lower down. Okay, come up off the hand now. We'll cross those ankles. So before you even move, you want to stabilize the shoulder. Okay, that is so super important. So we're going to start to lift the ribs. We're going to start to push ourselves away from that force. So lift off that floor. Stretch it up and over. Drop your head. Reach out of your head. That will help you. Take the arm up. We lift the hips. We thread. We come up and over as you lift the hips higher. Thread. Squeeze your thighs together. Lift, lift, lift over. Drop it down with control. Good. Come to center. Excellent job. Keep your sitting bones down. Cross your legs and just stretch over. Pull your sit bones down as you stretch out of your head. And roll it up. Switch your legs. So you can see that so much of these exercises have that 2-way stretch. Out the tailbone, out the head. Especially here. Get that hip stretch. Come on up. Good. And then let's just do 1 deep scoop. Come up to center. We didn't move our spine forward and back too much. So just do it here. Good. And then just come to center and let's center ourselves again. So nice and tall. Take a nice deep inhale. Pull those palms together. Take that energy into your palms. And then exhale as you just bring it to heart center. Take a few breaths here. See how your body feels with just 10 minutes. You did great. I'll see you tomorrow.